Very good afternoon to everyone. As we assemble together once again, post this lunch session, it's my happiness to extend a friendly welcome to all. It's my extreme pleasure to extend a warm welcome to all the faculty members present here, to the respected dignitaries, the distinguished guests, and accomplished faculty members. I would like now to invite on dais the esteemed guest for today, our resource person, Dr. Rajkumar Sharma sir. I would now like to request our Honorable Principal, Dr. Professor Ilani Murthy ma'am, to please come on stage. Since our respected Bursar sir is not present now, I would like to invite our very hardworking IQSA coordinator sir, Dr. Ajay sir, to come on dais. I would now like to request our principal ma'am to felicitate our guest for today, Dr. Rajkumar Sharma sir, with a sampling and a memento. The faculty development program, Gurukul to Google, is in true consonance with our college's motto, arise and uplift. That is, from a humble beginning to the epitome of enlightenment. The theme of this faculty development program encapsulates the vision of harmonizing India's ancient educational tradition with the contemporary global trends to foster a robust, inclusive, and forward-looking educational system. where knowledge encompassed spiritual, moral, and practical aspects of life. The 21st century, however, has been characterized by digital revolution, and this has a significant impact even on education. Platforms like Google, YouTube, Coursera, etc. have democratized this educational access to knowledge, which no longer is confined to the physical boundaries of the classroom. It rather transcends across globe to open new horizons. New Education Policy 2020 envisions an educational system that recognizes the importance of integrating ancient wisdom with the modern technological advancement. As we are all aware of the different impacts of this NEP, the major thrust of this NEP is on professional development of the teachers, because the gurus, the teachers, they play a pivotal role in the entire system. And the program which we have geared towards honoring our faculty members with the multidisciplinary knowledge by inviting various multifaceted resource persons. One such versatile personality is today's resource person, Dr. Ranchi sir. He is an accomplished scholar. He is currently the principal in charge of College, Ranchi, and serves as an associate professor of English at Ranchi University. He has a distinguished teaching career spanning over 28 years, including 5 years abroad. He has made significant contributions to the field of English studies. Dr. Sharma holds a PhD degree in English from Ranchi University, which he earned in the year 2006. He has specialized in linguistics, structuralism, postmodernism. His academic foundation is robust. He has graduated with distinction in English honors from Patna University in 1992, and he completed his postgraduate studies in the year 1995. He further won his expertise with a postgraduate certificate in teaching English in 2006, focusing on linguistics. He's an accomplished author. He has written 7 books, with readers rating them 4.5 out of a global rating. His research interest spans from exploring streams of consciousness techniques in postmodern novels to conducting linguistic analysis of English and Hindi verb phrases. He regularly contributes to newspapers on socio-economic educational issues, enriching the public discourse. Dr. Sharma is a PhD scholar since 2017 and delivered over 100 invited lectures at institutions across India and abroad. Additionally, he frequently participates in national and international seminars, conferences, webinars, contributing to contemporary educational discourse. Beyond academics, Dr. Sharma has demonstrated exemplary leadership as Dean of Students' Welfare and Officer on Special Duty Examination at Ranchi University. His administrative acumen complements his scholarly endeavors, making him a multifaceted personality, a contributor to the academic community. Dr. Sharma's profile reflects a blend of excellence, scholarly achievements, and administrative expertise, firmly entrenched him as a stalwart in the field of English studies and higher education. It is an honor to be graced by the presence of such an accomplished person as a resource person for today's first session of our very ambitious faculty development program. I welcome you, Sir Amtala.
Good afternoon, all of you. My introduction was really overwhelming. I do not know whether I will come up to expectations that all of you have come across after coming across my introduction in such a way. I would, at my level, try to justify what has been told about me. My trip and its ecosystem. This is one of the modules set by the UGC, higher education and its ecosystem. As all of you are aware, this higher education world over is undergoing rapid transformations. After every week, you come across new guidelines given by the UGC. 2 days back, I have come across this that now subject will not be a constant for appointment as an assistant professor. And likewise, many of the regulations which were in operation earlier, those regulations have been offset, have been discarded now, and it is simply because we as human beings, we as pioneers in the field of knowledge, especially because we are the stakeholders of higher education, and higher education stands for research. Fundamentally for research, if we take into account percentage, then 40% for classroom teaching and 60% for research. So, whenever the idea of research comes to our mind, we have to understand that finally we have to keep ourselves updated in terms of knowledge, and ultimately this updating keeps you in the forefront of the path of development. Because of that, many transformations are taking place. And today, the kind of setup that we are living in, especially in higher education, that is of global nature. So, in order to come up to the expectations of global community or global intellectual community, it is very important for our institution like the UGC to keep on regulating the system in such a way that our teachers are forced to update themselves. So this is the background in which we have to update ourselves, we have to keep on updating ourselves, and because of that, programs like this faculty development program is taking place in different institutions. Just 2 years back, we had nearly 50 human resource development centers in India, recognized by the UGC. And now see the case, each institution which is registered in UGC, acknowledged under the heading 2F and 12B, those institutions are authorized to start such programs under the heading of the faculty development program. So the domain has been expanded enormously, and of course each institution has to keep itself abreast whosoever has got himself or herself registered for this program. Such programs need to take place these days, especially. So, very fine. So, one by one, let's begin with this. This was the background that I wanted to share with all of you. Higher education and its ecosystem. The term ecosystem has been taken from science, especially biology. This ecosystem includes two kinds of components, basically biotic and abiotic. Biotic, full of life, animate, abiotic, that is inanimate objects. So, in this higher education, we find that biotic components are teachers, students, staff, because they are living beings, and understanding abiotic, we have buildings and infrastructure facilities like library, announcements, and different sections. Now, question is how to integrate the two, biotic and abiotic, and the wisdom of the academic leader, whosoever is at the helm of affairs in an institution. For example, this is the college. The head of the college is the principal. So, it depends on the wisdom of the academic leader, that is the principal at college, whose work is to judiciously integrate biotic and abiotic factors in order to get the optimum result. Then what is the result? To the young generation using infrastructure facilities. So, the basic concept behind introducing this higher education and its ecosystem as a module by the UGC was to working in higher education, aware of the value of different institutions and how an institution can get optimum result in terms of outcome of the efforts. So, here as a solution, we find that biotic and abiotic factors work together. One thing that I would like to share with all of you, what might be the possible reason behind taking this concept of ecosystem from biology? It is simply because this term ecosystem takes into account environment as well as organisms involved in that environment and how an environment interacts with the organism. How is it that the efforts made by mankind to some extent becomes responsible for deterioration, or how to some extent efforts become advantageous and it takes up. These are the ideas which may have crept into the mind of policymakers in UGC, and because of that they may have come across this term, higher education and its ecosystem. Usually when we talk about ecosystem, we come across some concepts like producer, consumer and decomposer. Producer, consumer and decomposer. But here in this case, when we take into account the system, the way it functions, who are the producers? The producers are the teachers. Teachers are the producers. Who are the consumers? students, but who is the decomposer? How the system of higher education functions. In order to regulate higher education system, we have the concept of apex bodies. We have the concept of apex bodies. I am giving you a list of apex bodies. Should I magnify that ink or it is visible? इसको थोड़ा थोड़ा ये magnify कर दीजिए या अगर ये Is it visible to all of you?
Yes, sir.
I have just talked about some of the bodies, apex bodies, which are responsible for regulating the mechanism of higher education. One by one, UGC, a well-known body, University Grants Commission, that was established in 1956. It is a statutory body, not a constitutional body. Not a constitutional body. These bodies are statutory bodies. So UGC is entrusted with the task of maintaining the quality of higher education, especially general education, BA, MA, PhD, these things. In regular courses. Second one, AICT, All India Council for Technical Education. You know that engineering is governed by, regulated by that body. Then NCT, National Council for Teachers Education, a body that regulates teachers training programs, especially in the schools, BA, MA. Then we have BCI, Bar Council of India, that regulates education of law. Likewise, we have NMC, National Medical Council, earlier it was called Medical Council of India. Now it is National Medical Commission, regulates education related to medical science. Then we have DCI. DCI, this is related to Dental Council of India. D stands for Dental, Dental Council of India. Dental Education. INC, Indian Nursing Council. Indian Council of Agricultural Research. Then AIU, Association of Indian Universities. See now, that is also something like a parallel body of UGC, which regulates extracurricular activities like sports, like culture. They take care of this. Then DEC, Distance Education Council. We have open universities. Open universities are regulated by this body. Then CSIR, Council of Scientific and Industrial Research. Then ICSSR, Indian Council of Social Science Research. Then PCI is Pharmacy Council of India, related to pharmacy education. Then PMCI, Paramedical Council of India. And likewise, there are some other bodies also. I have simply taken for discussion here those bodies which are directly linked to us with higher education. These bodies are basically the bodies in, for example, we have JNRC here in order to control nursing education in Jharkhand.